Podtacular Tip Show for Ascension for the week of November 7th, 2005.
All right, gentlemen, let's get freaky!
Well, hey guys, welcome back to Podtacular, the unofficial Halo 2 podcast. I'm Jive.
I'm SpelChek.
And we're here to help you level up and stay there in Halo 2.
Yeah. Level up is good.
Yeah.
Good.
We got lots of tips this week. Lots of channel tips, lots of map of the week tips for Ascension. So we got a packed show for you guys this time, and hopefully it will really help you out.
Yeah. We hope so.
We'll start off with one from Marksman911. He mentioned that you can tell if it's a new map in matchmaking by listening to your Xbox. The hard drive makes a noise when it's being accessed for the downloaded map, and you can cancel out when you hear it so you don't get modded. He didn't actually submit this to the show, but I was playing with him earlier, and he mentioned this. I just thought that it would be a really good thing to, include. So
I actually tried that, and I guess you kind of need a stethoscope or something, because I couldn't hear it. And it kept going to, like, Gemini and stuff.
I'm not quite sure because, like, how you can hear it or anything. I haven't listened for it myself, but somebody mentioned that there's a way to do it.
I thought it was like maybe the other way around. Like, you'd hear your disk drive going for a older map. That's what I thought it was. I don't know.
I think either way, doesn't it cache it on your hard drive, though? It caches all the maps?
Over my head, I know that much.
I don't know. There's some way to be able to, tell just by listening whether it's a downloaded map or whether it's a original map. So you might look that up and see if you can find that out. If you're getting modded all the time and you're just tired of it, that's one way to defend against it.
Yeah, so might look into that if you're really into that stuff.
Or just really tired of modders.
Or just tired of hearing
Yeah, we just got modded earlier. It was crazy. It was they had these Banshees that fired out the that gigantic vehicle that shoots that huge thing that you have to jump on top of in the campaign. The spider-looking thing that's really huge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Scarab. It fired a Scarab, like an ongoing Scarab gun from the Banshee, and the Banshee was just unstoppable. You couldn't destroy it, even with rockets. So it's pretty crazy.
I like that the flying hog that honks at you till you die. That's funny. That's like the only mod I appreciate. Yeah. It's like, and I'm like, wait, I'm dead? It's pretty funny looking though. Like, and you're dead. And you're like, what happened?
Nice.
It just, that sound is so funny when you're like, I'm being honked at and it hurts.
If you guys get modded too, one thing to keep in mind is that sometimes you can use their mods against them. Like, you can use the same mods. It mods the whole game.
Oh, yeah.
So keep that in mind. Find out what they're modding with.
The spawn point mods.
How so?
The spawn point mods always will get them, because especially if they suck at Halo. Because, like, then like, when they got, like, the turret set up at Turf, and it takes you, like, right by the rocket spawn. No, not rocket spawn, Warthog spawn. It'll drop you, like, right there. What their plan is, you start right there. They just turret you right when you spawn. What doesn't work is, when you spawn, you have about 2 seconds where they can hurt you. And it's a rockets game. But they had the Warthog can't be broken or something in it. I don't know. I was playing. But it was a rockets game, so we just got in there, just took them all out, and then we started to kill them with their own mod.
Nice. Pretty cool.
It was awesome. We ended up beating them.
Yeah.
Lomar says, found a weird glitch for unlimited ammo for dual needlers. Oh, not one of these glitches. Who's even using dual needlers?
Dual needlers, man.
I don't know.
Dual needlers need to be cool.
Like, you have to have no rounds left. Okay, who's shooting needlers enough where they have no rounds left either?
Well, you can just waste all your rounds, I guess.
If you're surviving long enough to shoot dual needlers so they have no ammo,
then
you are a hero.
You're better than me.
back up against the wall and fire your needlers alternately, and don't stop if it's done right, or if you shoot. Come on, guys, with the grammar. Golly gosh.
Golly gosh, you whiz darn.
I'm gonna skip ahead to his story, because one, no one cares about dual needlers, and two, the grammar's killing me, buddy.
Hey, you're giving him a hard time here.
I'm sorry. I'll read his story. He said his friend was really weird and stupid. They didn't really know why he's his friend, but yesterday he said he's gonna go buy it 360 the day it comes out. So he told him that he had to have it pre-ordered. He said that his dad will pay extra. So I think we might have mentioned this before. And he asked him how much more his dad will pay. He said $200 in total for 360. So he started laughing. He said he just have to wait until he gets his 360 the day it comes out. Because one, you can't get 360 for 200. No way. No way. Two, you don't pre-order it, you're not going to get it until January. Those are the breaks.
Hopefully I can
Unless your grandma loves you a lot.
Hopefully I'll find a way to get one, but who knows.
Yeah, hopefully.
Some guy on the side of the street's going to be like...
Maybe grandma loves you a lot.
Some guy on the side of the street's going to be like, hey kid, want to buy a 360?
Hey, you want to buy a X360?
Yeah. You know, it's like an X with the word 3... It's like a big plastic X with the word 360 on it. It's like it's a circle. It's like... He said X360, not Xbox 360. Darn.
Whatever.
I don't know. I just need to cool off. I kind of hate that.
I guess so. Dang. Come
I
on,
just,
man.
I'm
rabbits and rainbows. Well, not
the good
rainbows.
grammar. It's important. You should pay attention in grammar. English class is a very important class, especially when you're submitting tips.
Okay. Jeez.
All right. I'm cooling down.
Golly,
I'm
what did you say? Golly, gee whiz.
Golly gosh.
Darn. Anyway. Showdown 1028 sends one in, and this is interesting. These first couple are all kind of different and interesting. But he sends one in saying that for some reason, smack talking works like magic on Ascension here. When somebody runs up at you and starts making fun of you, your name and how badly you suck and everything, and they might get pretty pissed off. And when someone gets pissed off, that person just wants to kill the same guy and doesn't think about things going on around him, and you start making stupid mistakes. So this can be a tactic against people. For example, find the weakest person on their team and just belittle him or her until they start getting mad. Eventually, they'll tell your friends how big of pricks your team is, and will concentrate more on killing you rather than getting the flag or something like that. So they can just say they pwned you. And when they do this, they usually leave the flag loosely defended or undefended. However, this trick can also turn against you. And sometimes the other team won't try to kill you, but instead they'll just try even harder to win. So using this against level-headed players won't work. However, when you find a guy with a really short temper and you start smack-talking him, he'll get pissed and won't think about the long run. Also, don't let yourself fall into this on the other end, where you get so far into the whole trash-talking deal that you don't know what's going on yourself. And finally, when you're crossing the line, which is inevitable, it's one thing to tell someone that he sucks with a sword and he's a newbie, but it's another thing to tell them they suck because they're part of a minority or because they're a girl or because they're homosexual or something like that. So the second you scream something offensive is the same second Bungie has every right to burn you at the stake. I don't know about that, but yeah. So he says this tip is very sensitive. Use it at your own discretion. I choose not to use this one, but this has worked against me before. We played this game where these guys were talking so much smack that I just got pissed and just kept rushing in at them by myself, and they just kept killing me every time I did. So that's interesting. If your conscience will let you do that, then by all means. But I just can't do that.
Go for it. Just, I don't know.
Do it if you want.
Just don't get murdered in real life.
Yeah, really.
I guess.
But it's interesting though. It really works.
Yeah. The 2 cheat has some dual wielding tips. He says needlers are crap. Don't use them.
Sounds familiar.
Plasma still works well with any human weapon. Noob combo all the way. Plasma rifle works well with SMG. Yeah, pretty much balance a human with a plasma and you should be really good. In fact, I have a modding program for Halo PC, and pretty much I was looking at the stats. I'll bring it up real fast. I don't really mod Halo PC. I just did it one day just to make some fun maps. Flying warthogs, all that fun jazz. But in Halo 1 for the PC, it takes down your health. Like it'll take out your shields with what the plasma does, and I'm pretty sure it does that in Halo 2, in the sense where it doesn't really hurt you, other than it just removes your shield. So with a plasma, you need a weapon like something just to finish it off. So just trying to balance, and the plasma rifle does little damage, but it does take out the shield, and it will cause them to not be able to turn around. So just try and balance with a human. Magnums are crap unless used with a plasma pistol.
Yeah,
that's the two sheet. The two sheet.
It's like they're good for headshots,
sure.
but man, you got to be accurate with them. And if someone's got, usually I have trouble if I try to dual wield magnums or just magnum and Magnum and SMG works okay, but just if I dual wield magnums, don't do too well with that.
Yeah.
But it's good for headshots. Once you take out a shield, one hit with a magnum will kill him.
Most definitely.
Inverse Logic
Sir Awesomeness
sends one in as well. He says, "Hey guys, general tip, and it's practice sword dodging with friends. It's saved his life numerous times just from one practice session. It's not hard once you get it down. He remembers he dodged a sword guy one time and whacked him in the face, picked up a sword, and killed his buddy, while both of them were attacking him at the same time. Pretty cool." Another thing on the sword guy, too, is try to, shoot him a little bit, and when he charges that, you melee him. Because, I just did that today, to where I just jumped up, fired at him. As soon as he charged, I just meleeed him and killed him on the way to me, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like the shotgun as he's charging you. So, pretty sweet.
Burn the Hobo says, got a fun custom game that he created, which helps people improve their teamwork in Team Slayer games. There are not many changes to the options, but I have to make sure the team scoring is on minimum. So every other team has to reach a certain number of kills to win. So, the guy that's doing the worst, you go by his score. The best he has found is to put the kill count on 5 and have rounds set to first 3, time limit of 10 per round. Be our start, but the only preference... Can we just...
Yeah,
this is more of a custom
I don't know
game.
how this ended up here. I put it in the wrong place.
So...
Ah, shit.
Freaking the Boxer, and you want to cut that out, so... You need to cut from 1308 to 1850. Mr. Peeper says, here's a quick tip. If someone is chasing you, quickly run into a room. Turn off to the side and hide next to the doorway. Once you think he's going to come through the door, jump and crouch over him. The majority of the time, your enemy will think that you're just hiding in the corner of the room. But in reality, you're above him, about to assassinate that nub. Or noob. Or N00B. If you don't completely jump over the guy, you can still get an extra powerful melee. Because you're falling down on him. And remember, timing is key.
That's the thing. This is a bit tricky because you gotta jump just the right time. But if you can pull it off, it's definitely a good idea. Well, Mr. Thirsty writes in and says that in one of our episodes, we had a question about how to do a quick reload with a battle rifle, and he says he's figured out how to do it perfectly every time with most weapons. The easiest is the battle rifle. Normally, when Master Chief reloads, he takes the old ammo out of the bottom of the gun and slaps a new clip in there. To make it so that he reloads much quicker, press YY as soon as the new clip hits the gun. This will cause the BR to zoom down to its normal position and reload quickly. This works with almost all guns that do not have battery power. It does not work with the needler or shotgun. With harder guns like the Brute Shot, press YY as soon as the new clip goes into the gun, and you should be fine. The best guns to do this with are the BR and the Sniper Rifle. When doing it with a Magnum, hit YY on the second time Master Chief puts the clip into the gun, not the first.
Okay, I get that. That's pretty
cool, huh?
cool. Yeah. And Rune says, got different plasma rifles. If you're dealing with both plasma rifles, if you hold down one trigger for a few seconds, then alternate firing so they won't overheat at the same time. And if a ghost is traveling, it's kind of like with the plasma rifle, just gonna shoot off so they won't overheat. If the ghost is traveling from left to right in the screen, there's a round object on the side of the ghost. that's the gas tank or power or whatever.
Yeah.
One shot and it goes kablooey.
Yeah.
Most of the time, though, like, since the ghost health is really dependent on the player's health, the player would, like, walk right from it. Like, and it's like they'll start walking. But sometimes it'll kill them. It's pretty good.
Sweet.
Pretty good. The ghost will be destroyed, though.
Well, that brings us to our map of the week this week, which is Ascension. And we start off with a couple of kind of tips that I wrote down here. This is a good map for jumping techniques. You might want to check out a video on High Impact Halo or something like that about cool jumps for this map, because they can help you get places faster, find carny holes, good sniping spots, escape in a jiffy, good camping spots, etc. And of course, a lot of people super jump on this map. So at least be aware of it. If not, I don't like to super jump, so I don't really care about all the places that you can, except for just messing around in a custom game. But, just at least be aware of it. People try to get on top of the towers and everything, and without a Banshee and everything. So, snipers love this map also because they can always find people to snipe. Unless they're on the sides, they can be seen from one of the 2 sniping towers. If you're sniping from the Tower of Power, which is, the one with the base there, watch your back and watch out for grenades. Have someone guard you whichever tower you're in, and take out the other sniper before looking for stragglers. Shotgun next to the transporter exit is a classic surprise tactic. Spam grenades in there to splash damage them out of there. And this is my favorite area to fight in, is on that side of the map, that set of ledges over there. It's not usually sniped, and I can get some good dual wielding action in there. You can tie it in with grenades at mid-range and use cover if you're close to it. You can surprise people coming down both ramps in the area as well, and stickings come in handy in that respect. And last part is I also like this snipe tower opposite the Tower of Power. You can hide behind there and catch people coming from the middle or up either side and engage them in a close combat. You can run up the ramp to the snipe tower to buy some time or prevent the leftover grenade from taking you out. Or you can turn the corner there and drop a grenade while you reload. And of course, get rockets and Banshee and it will be difficult to take you out. Just don't get boarded. Banshees can do a lot of damage on this map.
It'll get you up to some nice sniper spots, too.
Definitely.
Painkiller05 says, Rust the rockets and overshield, camp the large tower with the snipes. Got some good stuff, but, pretty basic. I think everyone knows that. But thanks, Painkiller. He's a Pod 5 staff. It's pretty cool. Sunburned Halo says, hey guys, my tip is, if you're playing snipers or shotguns, move through the lower levels and be stealthy. Do not go gung-ho and rush them. They'll simply just be torn apart. If you're gonna go gung-ho, take a BR and shotgun. But this map is either about close combat or long distance. There is no mid-range here, but you manage to take the tower, have the guy patrol the base. It's for 2 reasons. 1, it allows you a more widened range of the choices. 2, tells your enemy location. It'll tell you like where the enemy's hiding at, and it'll tell you the enemy's location. And 3, it makes for a good defense.
Yep.
A good defense.
A solid defense. Well, Gemini Ace writes in, he says...
That's D and then offense.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah.
Well, Gemini Ace...
it's kind of like the
Gemini Ace...
and like some wood. It's like, like the keep your neighbor's dog out of your yard.
Are you done? Okay,
Yeah,
just
I'm
making
done.
sure. Alright, cool. Okay, so Gemini Ace, he says his tip for this map is to go for the rockets, but don't take the grab lift, take the teleporter. Hopefully when you get there, the shotgun will be right up that ramp. And from there on, go back down and to the left and head for the tower. If you see a sniper up there, rocket him. If not, get up there and wait until a sniper comes, and then rocket the other sniper point. Use the shotgun to defend your position and grab those stickies that pop up.
Cool. I'm number Q.
You are?
Says for team. Yes, I'm the number
Okay,
Q.
just checking.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
I'm also the color purple.
Yeah, I'm the color 3.
No, I'm not. I'm actually the color steel. Not Halo. For team games, have the person who is best with the sniper grab it and take out the enemy's sniper. Because if you control both snipers in at least one tower,
You control the
That
map.
was yours.
don't forget. It's true. It's a true story. You own them. You can own. Don't forget about the rocket launcher either. Toast their team in about 5 seconds. Especially if they're all in one little hole, cuddling. Yeah. For Rumble Pit, if you spawn on the Banshee ledge, grab the combo. It's right there. You just BR combo. Then, on your way to the rocket launcher, blow up the sniper in whatever tower. Once you collect his remains, you can get that long distance kill with the sniper. They can kill the close range people with the rockets. If you spawn anywhere else, just go for the sniper. There are other ways to win, but that's his favorite.
Thanks.
So thank you, number Q.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter Q and the number 23.
Yeah.
25.
20.
25.
Yeah, that.
The letter Q and the number 25.
Yeah. Well, Nick writes in, he says, if you put the Banshee under the platform at the little sniper tower, it can be used to see through the ground if you nudge it against the little wall. Okay, I guess that's not really all that helpful, but if you're just messing around.
But, yeah.
The sniper shotgun setup on the small tower that he mentioned a couple shows ago works well. You get to the little tower, snipe, and then watch your radar. And when a guy gets lured in, just wait till he gets close and blast him with shotty. It's very easy to be pinned down on the Banshee platform in sniper games here, so try to stay away from there, and move out as fast as you can if you spawn there. Snipers rule this map, but one little thing. The sniper near the base is considered a power weapon, so it only responds if someone drops it, but the one near the little tower is not a power weapon. It responds at fixed intervals. It responds every 1 minute and 20 seconds, even if someone has already picked it up. That's a good little tip right there. Be able to catch that sniper on the other side without having to wait till someone drops it. So, good call.
Code Star. It's a cool name, because my name's Code D. I like Code. Anyways, probably said too much. Ascension Rumble Pit tactic works very well only if you can survive until you can get ready. Grab the sniper from the main base and grab the rockets and head to the sniper tower. And now, you can have unlimited sniper ammo without worrying about getting sniped yourself. You took the sniper from the main base, snipers are super weapons this map, and that's kind of where it goes along with, we said in the last tip from good old Nick of Time.
Yeah.
What his gamer tag used to be. But, I think the one down there is going to respawn. The one by you will respawn. But if you take one from the base one, that's not going to respawn, like you said. But according to Code Star, you can own close combat, and the Banshee with the rocket launcher you can own the long range of the sniper. When you run out of sniper ammo, you can go down to the sniper that spawns. Yeah, like you said, that spawns at the sniper tower and get ammo because super weapons only respawn when they're picked up, but getting the ammo. So, also works well when the sniper from sniper tower, the shotgun at your main base.
Right on. Well, Osiris, master of puns, sends in a tip.
Osiris. You can't say the word
Osiris.
Osiris.
Yeah, dude, Osiris.
It's like
Osiris. What is that?
It's like master of pun Osiris, like a rhinoceros. Osiris.
Osiris, dude. Osiris. I'm calling him Osiris.
Okay, Osiris. I'm being bitter and kind of semi-hateful this afternoon.
What?
Today. I don't know. We're going. Read on.
He says this one's a good tip. The rocket launcher is sort of a headshot preventer, only on the right side of your head. If you're being watched by a sniper, just run with the rockets between your bead. Dudes, guys, learn how to spell. Come on, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, hey.
That's kind of a pun in itself.
You know, sometimes you guys, you hear us like pause and do unnatural stuff like go, or take a minute to like pause or something like that. And the reason is,
not that we don't know
it's
how
not
to
because
read.
we're having trouble reading
You don't know how to
necessarily. It's
write.
because people spell stuff wrong. People have such bad grammar that we can't even. I'm sorry to be, I'm not putting everybody down here. I'm just saying some people that send this in.
We're just saying. It's a large problem.
Gotta say it, because I don't have time to, edit everybody's grammar and spelling. It's hard enough just to get the show notes out. But anyway, thank you for the tip though, Osiris. But I can't even understand it, so we'll just go right to the next one.
Lemon. He says if you have a large team, like 4 or more, it's great to designate one person to have the blast pistol. The one that makes the noob combo and even easier. Just be that got one guy that has it. he'd be able to eliminate the problems of the overshield guy. You know, just run around, overcharging, shooting. You know. Since the boss pistol respawns quickly, he can be a major part of the game. Objective-based games will make the best of the strategy, since the plasma guys will most likely be easily killed without much defense. However, if he has a couple of grenades and moderately good human secondary, kick butt. Overcharge, and then use the secondary weapon. He can also make a good scout for the sniper, good team leader, since killing is not his first priority.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to have a kind of a team leader that covers the whole deal, as long as he does it really well. So,
all right, men, I'm gonna go get killed. I'll be back in a second.
Exactly. That wouldn't be too well. Well, Dark Monk writes in. He says, if you can get the sniper and the Banshee, fly to the top of either base, like we were talking about. You can snipe there because you can see the whole map. They can't see you. If you're hidden behind stuff, they can't. If you're playing CTF, throw the flag in front of you is a good way to score. That's a good point. That's one of those things where you throw it, pick it up, it lets you run faster in the whole time. Also, get the overshield. It can really help you against sniper fire. And he says, thanks for a great show.
Yeah. See, quality Jeverage. Oh boy. It's like, well, he said, I know you missed me, and we did.
Yeah.
It's kind of like having a spine without spinal fluid is what that was.
Really?
No quality Jeverage.
I wouldn't go that far, but
yeah, it's...
we missed you.
Anyways, it was kind of like you are our spinal fluid to our spines. Quality Jeverage. That makes sense. Anyways, there's a spiral ramp on the tower nearest to the overshield. On the outside of the ramp, you'll find a narrow ledge that you can follow around the back. As far as I know, the spot is not widely known yet. I know about it, and I know everything, and everyone always follows me. I'm cool. So it's pretty useful. From the back, you can see the ramp leading up to the top of the base. This is the most useful in custom games, like such as Tower of Power. Yeah, if you can see an enemy running towards your gunner, you can quickly jump out, assassinate him, prolonging your gunner's killing spree. Killing spree.
Killing spree. Yeah.
Running riot. Kill.
Hey, pretty good.
Yeah, not so much. It sounded pretty crappy on my end.
Could be worse, I guess. Well, Mirage Colloid writes in. He says,
cool.
if you're going to snipe in the little observation box thing, I don't know what it means.
I think he means the small
Okay.
base. You know, so I call it big base and small base.
Box. Okay. Have someone cover your back. He can't count how many times in Big Team where he's had people pissed off at him for losing that spot. And a shooter he sent something in for Battlefield 2. Dude, this is not Battlefield 2. Come on.
Wrong
This is not
game.
Battlefield 2-tacular.
It's not BF-tacular.
So,
For a quick anti-tank solution, zap some anti-tank mines. Claymore or C4 to the front of a Jeep. Crash it into an enemy tank and watch the fireworks.
yeah.
That's your shooter tip of the week for Battlefield 2, brought to you by Mirage Colloid.
So we have the embedded Battlefield 2 show right there.
I think that's, like he says, P.S. Sorry about the sick. I think that embeds it automatically into
Sweet.
stuff.
So for your listening pleasure,
So,
enjoy.
Might have a clan email or something that embeds it. But thanks, Mirage Colloid, for the shooter tip of the week for a game we
Awesome.
don't play.
We'll make sure to pass it on to all of our
Sweet.
Halo 2 listeners.
Sweet. Pass it on to a Battlefield 2. We can even be a secondary Battlefield 2 podcast.
Are we being mean today?
So we know so much about
We're
it
not
already.
being mean, are we?
We know so much about it already.
Are we being mean today? No.
I'm sorry, No, I don't know. I'm crazy. Oh. I got so crazy. Hit my microphone.
Good one, dude. Wow, you alright?
Too crazy.
Cool off after that one, dang. Well, why don't we go over to Jubilee here? Go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, man, listen to your therapist.
Jublain says, Ascension tip, stay out of the middle. It's easy to be killed there. Next tip. I'm just kidding. He goes on. I like the smaller tower because of its open space. More room to move and dodge. And team snipers stand in the main level, walk around the little walkways, pop up and drill people, then are running across the middle or camp from bases. Protect your zoomed teammates. In any other game, rush the rockets to take the teleporter, not the lift. When you take the lift, it's to ask for someone to snipe you in midair. And if you survive it, you'll land in the middle. a more popular spot to get shot
Exactly.
at. In a good match, you'll most likely get pwned before you can get a rocket off. I
Yeah.
guess. Take the darn teleporter.
Yeah. And sometimes that's rough too, because then you got a
know.
shotgun guy waiting for you on the other side. He'll shoot you, take your rockets, and
Yeah.
then, more ponage. NC454 says, avoid this map. Yeah. So that's his tip? No. Okay. He's got more.
Like, next
No, he says, seriously, the first thing you want to do is gain control of the power weapons, rocket launcher, sniper rifle. Only use the rocket launcher to take down the Banshee if the opposing team climbs in it. If the opposing team climbs in the Banshee, send out a teammate to the middle of the map or along the sides in the open to draw out the Banshee pilot. Then the person with the rocket will have an open shot at the Banshee. As for the sniper rifle, make sure it's in the hands of someone who likes to snipe and who's skilled at it. Normally when using the sniper, you want to take no more than 2 headshots in one camping area, then you move. But in this case, get as high as you can on the map and strategically pick off opponents. Organize and control. Try to organize your team to take the largest tower on the map. If done correctly, you can post a teammate at each entrance point of the tower and easily win the match, if the game is Team Slayer. Have a teammate or two hide behind the small walls to the entrance to the multi-level tower. Then have other teammates lure the opposing side in, and hiding... Oh my gosh. And the hiding are...
That's what we're talking
Yep.
about, guys.
The grammar again. Okay. Well, let me read you exactly what he says, just so you guys know what I'm saying. Then have the other teammates lure the opposing side in, and the hiding are given an easy melee 1-hit, 1-kill on the unsuspecting. Do you know what that means? If you do, please write us at podtacular@gmail.com. Thank you.
gmail.com.
Man, there's just lots of them today. But hey, we appreciate the tip, NC454, but please...
We really do appreciate him, just when we understand
Yeah.
him.
Most of this was good, too, until we got to that point. And on a final note, he says, if you're playing Team
boy.
Slayer, and this applies to any map, if you have less than a minute to go, and your team is up by only less than 10 kills, there is no shame in hiding from the opposing team. Or if you don't feel like hiding, just find a good spot for your team to defend. Just don't be a jerk and run out guns blazing thinking you can get more kills. That's a good point. I can't tell you how many times I've played a Team Slayer game, and we were ahead, and we were low on time, and I'm like, you guys... don't go after him. Just stay, let them come to us, because we're ahead.
Yeah.
Or same thing with with like a multi-flag game or something like that. If you're ahead and you got just a little bit of time left, just defend. I mean, come on, Everybody runs out of the base and tries to score again, and then they score.
Come on,
Come
guys.
on already.
Come on.
Golly, what is it? Golly
gosh
darn.
darn.
Gosh darn. Anyway, all right, you're up.
Langatang. I'm just assuming that's correct. I'm not even going to try. Langeatang.
Must be. I think it's a play on orangutan.
Langatang. Langatang says, the 3 ramps that move along the sides of the center bowl are great for sniping. It works best if you have active camo to go to the very top of these 3 ramps and sniper use grenades on those below. It's often too obvious of an area, so most people don't really look there for you.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Good one. D Ghost Dog writes in. He says he uses this tactic often. If you're going to pwn on this map, camp by or on top of the little tower, since the sniper spawns more quickly than at the big tower, and try to get the shotgun as well. If the enemy gets too close, just jump down and give them the well-deserved shot through the head. Or if they're trying to snipe you, you can always hide behind the tower and wait for them to come. If you're going for the rockets, don't take the grav lift. Sounds familiar. But take the teleporter. The enemy won't even recognize you got the rockets before they're dead. Got a couple more here.
Sweet. The 2 cheat says, never ever go in the center. Yeah, never, 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 ever, 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 never. Don't do it. Use the sides to your advantage. Everyone knows the sniper tower, right? The simple tower with a ramp, small base, or what some people call it. Well, to get more height, jump on top of it. It's easy to duck behind those little winglets. Winglet, that's a funny word. If
I think that's the
need
technical
be.
term.
Rockets are in the middle. Yeah, that's like a Halo 2 term. Winglet.
Yeah.
Winglet. Well, the good thing I had the winglet there, or I couldn't have got on top of that base. Rockets in the middle of a little platform. Just look before jumping down the little platform. Some people just jump off and hope they land on it.
Pew, there's the pew again.
Done it many a time.
The jumping sound. Pew.
I'm like, well, I'll just jump off and get the. It's like a tree falling. Pew. Yeah, trees fall and there's no one here. I go, pew. The shotgun is at the other end of the teleporter. Definitely want to keep it hidden until you get into the small building type area. Anywhere else, you're just being stupid. Overshield plus plasma rifle plus melee plus building area.
Plasma pistol, right?
Easy kills.
Yeah.
Plasma pistol. Yeah. Was that rifle? Oh, I'm dumb. Overshield.
Whole thing over again.
Overshield and plasma pistol. Like a plasma pistol and melee will take on overshield in building areas.
Right.
Paraphrased. And if you have a banshee in the game, you're playing, grab that along with a sniper rifle and head up to the very top of one of the towers. It's very cheap, very effective. You listening, folks? It's very effective. I suggest the area on top of the building area because there's more for you and the banshee. Keep the banshee with you so no one else can get up there to you. Just be careful of those grenades, I guess. Not of much importance, but if you get pushed into the jump pad near the rockets for the banshee, you get pushed much higher than by jumping into it alone. But don't use it anyways. Not of much importance, but if you get pushed... Oh. Never mind, I'm repeating myself. The BR is a short hop from the plasma pistol, but wait! There's more! If you buy a new combo today, free overshield. Wall splash lash. Just go around and get that, grab that. I let it come up with that. That's the 2 cheat being funny. So, I'm not funny. Don't take one of the more obvious sniping spots unless you want to get assassinated. The guys that just stand right at the tiny base, the little ramp sniper spot, whacked and grenaded and stuck all the time. All the time. So take a more obscure spot. The 2 cheat.
Next we have Gav Time, who writes in saying that if you find yourself playing the one flag CTF game type in matchmaking, then it's often best one on defense if you have 2 players shooting outside the base, one with the sniper, to get some kills. The crucial place to defend, however, and the place that he positions himself is near the flag default position. You need to have plenty of grenades, which are available at the bottom level of the base, and position yourself to the left side of the flag from inside the base. You can be the crucial last line of defense and often make the flag go further back in the base if grenades are timed correctly. It's a handy tactic to have 3 guys work like this in case you don't already have 4 guys being cooperative. So, yeah. Good stuff. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah. Well, that's our tips. Be sure and tune in on a couple days from now. It depends on how good I'm editing. We'll get this out. The custom call-ins, you can call our listener voicemail 206-888-HALO. That's 206-888-4256. Or you can even send in an MP3 of you talking into a microphone at your computer. You can send those over to podtacular@gmail.com. I got a lot of A files, like the AIFF, that QuickTime stuff. If you could send that into MP3, I'd love you a lot more. If you guys are sending them a little over 3 minutes, see if you can cut those down.
Yeah, I appreciate the voicemails and everything. And keep sending in your tips to podtacular@gmail.com. Just help us out and run a spell check before you freaking submit the tips.
Please. Gmail has SpelChek built in.
That would be even better.
Don't have grammar check. Write it in Word first. Copy paste from Word.
Yeah, we would appreciate it. It would.
That's kind of a lengthy process.
It would help make your show better,
send it.
so that we don't bumble and fumble on your tips. More better
The
than
show
it were before.
will be betterer. And
most betterest in all the land.
More betterest than it has been in the past. Yes. Oh, well, reminded, go vote for us over at gamertagradio.com. Voting's almost done. It'll be over on the 15th.
Yeah, guys.
Vote in today. And, it's a new month, go over to podcastally.com to vote for us. We have the link on our site to your email. Click submit, and they will send you an email validating that you are a human being and not some animated automated
robot.
Just trying to help people. Animated automated robots. We better get that
as usual.
As usual.
Well, on Fumo Jive.
As usual.
And thanks for joining us,
I'm
guys. See you in a
SpelChek.
couple days for another episode. Keep on fragging.
Keep on trucking. Keep on fragging trucks! Woo!
There's only one thing left to say. Dun, 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 dun.